Duffy's going to do a stream at 12. Matthias going to do a stream at 2 a.m. And it's like Critical Thinks over there on his computer. McKeegan's on his computer. Everyone's got the Wi-Fi password, but they like refuse to give the flat earthers the Wi-Fi password. And that was the case for like 18 hours. Like
they set up that Starlink. The Globers had a plan, whispering secrets about Wi-Fi all across the land. Mark had the password, Duffy had it too. They told me wait a while, but man, that ain't true. Oh, I cried 18 hours, left me out in the cold. But I had that Wi-Fi quicker than I told. Trying to get your pity, spinning tales in my blues. But deep down you all know I'm stretching the truth. M-Tune streamed at 2, Critical Think on his screen. McKeegan's on the Wi-Fi, living the bandwidth dream. They said they'd limit it to keep their streams alive. But 1.5 hours in, I was online and thriving. Oh, I cried 18 hours, left me out in the cold. But I had that Wi-Fi quicker than I told. Trying to get your pity, spinning tales in my blues. But deep down you all know I'm stretching the truth.
Make that guitar weep.
They set me up in another camp. I tried to sell my plight. 7, maybe 8 hours, yeah, I twisted it alright. But Mark was cool, he slipped me the code so fast. Now I'm here singing lies, hoping your pity will last. Oh, I cried 18 hours, left me out in the cold. But I had that Wi-Fi quicker than I told. Trying to get your pity, spinning tales in my blues. But deep down you all know I'm stretching the truth. So if you hear my story, take it with a grain of salt. I wasn't left out in the cold, it's all my own fault. The blues ain't always honest, but man, they sure sound fine. Even if my Wi-Fi blues are just a pack of lies.
And that was the case for like 18 hours. Like
Welcome everybody. Wipe those tears from your eyes. I hope that you can find it in your heart to continue just dig deep to try to push through the rest of your life after that sad story. I'm sure just broke you to the core.
Touches me deeply. Yeah, touching me deeply.
Welcome over here. We've got Craig McToon joining us all the way from Wales, right? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Scotland land, England.
that version anyway.
Trump has said he's going to buy it at some point, I'm sure.
Wait, then that'll make me part owner of you. Right?
You're Trump?
I live here, so I guess I don't know.
I mean, you know what? I just want to say I do appreciate you playing the song for the winner of this year's Top Left 2025 awards.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it just makes sense that he would have his own anthems, you know, and yeah.
Somebody else.
I get to meet him in approximately 48 hours.
Do you got your face gear? I hope, right? Whatever you do, practice safe wit-sitting.
This is a bag of face palm protection that I'm bringing along with me
Oh,
for
very
people
nice.
that I meet. I've sent a bunch off, and I've got another couple of bags here already packed up to go. Yeah, so I'm so excited. Yeah, I leave in 28 hours. I leave my house in 28 hours to get to the airport for 6, and then do an 8-hour flight. I get into Newark midday local time over there. So yeah, excited, scared.
It is exciting.
I know,
I will be on the move when you're on the move. We leave Saturday morning for
nice
for the very warm weather of Florida, which, looking at the forecast, is right around freezing when we're there.
Yeah, I have heard you talk about safe wit-sitting. I've heard about the safe way to approach him is you go in your pocket and you just hold out a vape. And you move slowly towards him. Offer gently. If he starts shouting or starts to spit, you just back away.
Yep.
And then just move forward slowly with the vape.
What you want to do is you want to get out of the plane of spit. And so there's that's like, well, it's a cone, right? So there's this cone. So moving away, move to the side.
Yeah,
so
true.
Practice,
to the side.
Yeah, sidestepping. That's
just get his attention on the vape. It's a 3-year-old vape. I found it because that's the only ones he smokes apparently.
You could be like, oh look, over there is a free vape, and then move that way.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, where?
I did wonder out where to find him, but as apparently he's an alcoholic, I assume it will be the bar at the hotel. I just want to sit in the front line of his debate and go, "Boo! You suck! That's a stupid argument."
Well, James did ask that you. Well, whatever he asked.
No, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good-ish. I can't wait to meet him. He thinks I won't say these things to his face.
So, all right. So next week, you'll be back home by the end of the weekend, right?
Well, I get home my time Monday at like 8 p.m.
Okay, so you'll I'm streaming. I have Dion Smo next week on Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there can you speak to the doctor about getting it removed? Is it like is this it for you? Are you gone now? You've got the Dion Smo.
It's a non-terminal case.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy to know that.
Yeah. That's Tuesday. I'll be doing that from Pensacola Beach, and then Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there, I'll be doing stuff for sure. And then gonna try to do a meetup either Friday or Saturday. I don't know if anybody's gonna be there, but I'll figure out for sure. I know there's a modern day debate with Will on, I think, Saturday. So might try to overlap that, and we'll just maybe pull up the debate and kind of have it going while we're meeting up or something. I don't know.
Wait, what? Will on Saturday? Did you say
the next week?
I was going to say. I was like, he's not a debate con, is he?
And then the next, so then we're going to drive up, and you know who we might see?
Who?
It's a Rubik's.
Hey, I've been meeting her in about 36 hours.
We might be able to get all the way up to Cleveland. We'll see. We got it. Weather might change stuff. So
man, I wish you could come to New York.
The challenge is that it's quite a. It's not like driving from one edge of England land to the other edge of England land. It's significantly farther. So.
Yeah, you can fit my entire kingdom in one of your states. So I understand this. Probably Rhode Island as well, to be fair. That is a state, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And it's 4 houses on or something.
It's not. I don't think it's actually really an island. Like there's islands. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, isn't technically the entire continent of America an island?
Well, it depends. Yeah. How do you define a continent?
Well, not the continent, the North and South continent, the land of America. Isn't that technically an island?
Everything's an island if you're going to do that.
Yeah, right. Everything is an island.
Oh, somebody wants me to check my email. Let's see. I got a few. Ooh.
Yeah, Clive Wells is right. He says the US is too big and unwieldy, not proper size like the UK. I know, and there's just far too many of you people over there.
Let's see. All right. I'm somebody. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes, Dano. I see that. I saw your email. I need to get back to you. He's asking what size shoes I wear. 18 quadruple extra wide, of course.
He's the only 14-year-old to have those.
Yeah. What do you think of the new background here?
I miss your maps.
The maps will be back. It's a work in progress. I got more coming here. I got some shelves and stuff.
The good old days of Flat Out Hero.
Oh, good old Flat Out Hero. Let's see if I can I tip this?
I email him every now and then, but nothing ever turns up.
You see up
that's
there,
just you're in a studio.
Yeah, unfinished stuff up there.
No, that's just the studio back. You don't need to. Not supposed to show that. It's like the Friends, set. If they just pan the camera up, there's no ceiling.
Tilt.
Yeah, sorry, pan left and right. Yeah. You can't pan 11 miles though. Just in case you're wondering. No.
You can't. Oh my gosh. Friday, I'm on Modern Day Debate, debating against with Paul Kamish against Vince. You know Vince.
Oh, him. Good Lord. What a piece of crap he is.
And speaking of pieces of crap, Ross, Interrupting Ross will be on there as well, I think.
Oh, no.
I think.
Oh, my God. Do you like migraines or?
Well, yeah, I do. It's part of my. Brenda says Dean Odell has lost it lately. Dean Odell has never had it.
What do you mean lately?
Oh my God.
Like a month ago, he said Satan took the place of the sun.
No.
What the fuck you mean lately? He wants to take Toon behind the woodshed and let out old Dean. What the fuck do you mean lately, Brenda?
And last night I was on Jaren's. That was great.
Jaren, when I think next week, I think Thursday, he's coming on for an ex-Flat Earther interview.
All right.
Yes. Can you believe it? We're talking about Jarenism as an ex-Flat Earther.
Yes.
Fucking crazy, right?
Yes, I believe it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And what I like is, I'm not taking credit for it, but I was the last person he debated. So I guess it was me. Same with Rachy, actually, and same with Ranty. I was the last person they debated.
I don't know about Ranty.
No, I was definitely the last person he debated. I had two debates with him on my channel.
I was going to debate him just before, and then the scheduling fell apart, and we couldn't. And
then Catz got his claws in and ripped the Flat Earth out.
Yep. Anyway,
but it is great.
Fun days right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. How's Durf coping with being fully exposed?
Oh my gosh. Last night I live pulled up Witsit's live stream.
I've seen, yeah.
And oh my gosh, Durf was in panic mode.
Durf was on Witsit's live stream?
Durf was in the live chat.
Oh, right.
And I was tagging him. I'm like, hey, your app is leaking. He's like, nuh-uh, it's totally fixed. All fixed. So I go,
of course it is.
If it's fixed, then how about you give me permission and I'll publish all of your private in-app messages. Because I can't do it. I can technically, anybody can get his in-app messages. The app is that insecure. It's not particularly difficult to do. But I can't ethically do it unless he gives me permission. If he gives me permission, then I'll just publish them all.
Hey,
and he was blocking those. He blocked me. He didn't delete the messages. He didn't time me out. He blocked me on Austin's channel.
I just wonder, did Austin give Dave permission to leak his crypto wallet?
His probably password. Unconfirmed that it was Austin's password being reused for the crypto.
But let's do some correlation here. Leakable data, including passwords. Witsit is extremely stupid and probably uses the same password 1, 2, 3, 4 for all of his devices. Crypto hacked.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing a series of events that seem to be leaked here.
For the record, Austin's password was leaked, and it wasn't that, but it was not surprising. What was the base word?
Austin?
No.
Flat Earth?
No.
Stupid?
No.
I don't know, what was it?
Try again. I won't say.
Bro?
No.
Humble?
No.
Oh.
Think from his position.
I can't think that dumb.
Oh, 2 people got it. I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny that 4 people have got it. I can neither confirm nor deny that answer. Neither confirm nor deny. That's the base. That it is the base. It's not confirming it nor denying that it is.
Was it Aether IQ 160?
No. It was not. And Jiffy Cones, a Mustache Man was not German. He was Austrian, to be very...
Just took over Germany.
Anyway,
Route 6 says, damn, there would be hoping for vape god.
Oh my gosh.
It's flat 666. Guys, let's get suggestions for Witsit's password, what it should be in the chat, please.
So I have I with the Dearth video that just came out, I announced that I will be speaking at Hack Space Con in Florida in May. At the Kennedy Space Center.
Nice.
I'm a programmer, not a hacker. And this isn't, I mean, this is about flat Earth. This isn't about hacking satellites and stuff, but I'm doing it anyway. So there we go.
Obviously, Witsit can hack any satellite he wants.
Of course.
He's, humbly, though, bro.
He would only humbly do it. No crying IDs.
Hey, did you know that Witsit doesn't even cuss, bro? Bro. His password's just bro. Daddy Oakley.
Oh, somebody asked, well, where's Oakley been? Oakley still exists, unfortunately. His kids are.
I forget every now and then. I go over and see how many videos have got more than 1,000 views, and it's not many.
It's not. It's very ever so sad.
And Blatzoid seemed to have dropped back down.
Did he?
Yeah, his views aren't as good as they were. Let's look at Nathan's. 3 days ago, 255 views. 4 days ago, 847 views.
Oh my gosh.
He put your name in there, and there's 1.1 thousand views.
That's how he's. Yeah.
David McKeegan's name, exactly 1,000 views.
That's the trick. He knows.
Oh, there's my name, 1,000 views.
Yeah. He knows to get the views, he's got to put somebody else's name in there. It works. I get it. But the funny thing is, it's a channel ironically named Flat Earth Debate, but there's never any Flat Earth debates.
No, I don't think there ever has been, really.
You would think with a channel named Flat Earth Debate that they would be excited to present the evidence for Flat Earth. No. Nope.
No, it's I've been there. I listened, and it was a religious ceremony. Not a very good one.
It does have a smacking of sort of a challenge response from a mass, if you will.
Yes.
So, all right. It's somebody asked, how am I coping with the weather? It's cold. It's
Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind said that coat would never protect you from Antarctica, so you can't wear that.
This coat?
Yeah. Did you know how smart Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind is?
This vest?
He's like one of the smartest men in the world.
So he thinks.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, the Chong-looking motherfucker. I do apologize.
Chong.
If anyone wonders where that video is, it's on Tinfoil Sombrero's channel, and it's the 6th video in, and it's 2 hours and 12 minutes in.
All right. So, anyway, we've got some people I think might have thought that we were like there was going to be a live. We're going to review the when Catz crushes Fkattens. So
yes.
Will I talk about dearth at the Kennedy Space Center? Of course I will. That's the topic is hacking his app. So if you go to hackspacecon.com and click on speakers, you'll see me right there. So
he's a speaker like Bose.
Like Bose?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can just plug him in.
You want to get people upset?
Go on then.
Talk about Bose speakers.
Yeah, they do get quite annoying about those.
Oh my gosh.
I remember when I was like 14, my friends used to go out cycling, and there was a Bose shop in the village down from where I lived near in Bristol. And we would just always just go in just to look at the £1,200 speaker.
Yeah.
What? But I never saw anyone buying anything.
So that might be a good way to really get Oakley worked up, because he fancies himself an audiophile, right?
Yeah.
And audiophiles, as a rule, hate Bose. So
yeah, but
go into his live chat with the sock account and be like, Bose is the best.
You do know the story of when he was arrested, right?
I don't.
Well, he worked for the the shop selling the speakers and everything.
Yeah.
And he tried to start his own business, kind of using the client list that his boss had.
Ooh.
His boss found out, and they started arguing, and then him and his boss had a fight outside the shop, and the police were called, and he got arrested.
Wow. Oh yeah, the second law of Flurf had a second exception by the same guy, apparently.
Oh my god. Yes.
Have you been paid?
Not yet. He wants to do it live.
Wow.
I have said to him that I don't want the money, and so is DP Deadpool. So instead, he's donating £500 towards my charity event.
Very nice.
I mean, I don't. The fact that he said he'd do it was enough for me. I don't need the money. So I'm not going to take it just for being a dick. But I do have a charity event going, so the £1,000 that he offered, half of it will go to that charity event. We decided to split it between me and DP Debunks, because even though I was first, DP Debunks did a waveform analysis and confirmed it. We've both been emailing loads, and he'd been emailing us telling us that we were fools and worshippers of Satan, etc. Until his son commented, and then I kept sending him the screenshot of his son commenting and saying, "You need to think about this. Look what it's doing to your family." Then he went quiet. Then the next day he got back to me and basically said, "Yeah, whoops, I'm wrong."
Yeah. Man, I said Bose, and the people are going nuts in the chat. I like Klipsch beats Bose, JBL,
Bang & Olufsen, yeah.
So, Oakley has some high-end B&W speakers, I think.
B&W?
B&W. Bowers and Wilkins, I think. And yeah, so this is funny. After I published my $10,000 Celestial Navigation Challenge, which was directed at him, the guy that says all these things about celestial navigation, just a little bit after that, he published a GoFundMe to pay for his speakers to get fixed.
Yeah, because somehow a pencil got put through one of the front of it. Yeah.
I didn't know anything about how, but
that, you realize that was only a month and a half after his previous GoFundMe had finished to repair his computer for the 14th time.
Yes.
Now,
you can buy speakers and computers with $10,000.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know why. Why didn't he just, do celestial navigation as he had been saying all that time? In fact,
I do. Wait. Let me. I'm trying to be nice here. How to put? He's a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah. Okay, here I got this one.
Confirmed they're assessing it with level and plumb,
that's not it.
holding true when they do flat Earth geometry, Euclidean geometry, not sphere Earth geometry.
None of that was about. Hold on, is this it?
Now, when you navigate around
There
the
it
flat
is.
plane, utilizing the geometry of the flat plane, then you get around without any issue.
Yeah, that would be that'd be the thing that he couldn't do for $10,000. No, zero entry. This is what's great about it. It costs.
My name's Nathan Oakley, and I have been lying to people about the Earth being flat for a lot of years. I did this to hide the fact I have a small penis.
It costs nothing to enter the Celestial Navigation Challenge. In fact, I had somebody just a couple days ago enter the challenge. You know that?
Was it a flat earther?
It was a flat earther
Did they use globe math by any chance?
Well, first, a flat earther that loves to do math, fancies himself good at math. It was not the one that's has 160 IQ and has an aptitude for math. Not that one. A different one. And he said we first tried doing it using the Gleason projection, which is from the globe.
Yeah.
And that didn't work. The circles of equal altitude didn't even overlap. So he's like, must not be right. So then he did it on a Mercator projection from the globe.
Yeah, another globe thing.
And they at least all three of them overlapped. There's this hat that it creates, like this three-sided hat. That hat was gigantic, hundreds and hundreds of miles, and it was in the completely wrong place. He's like, here's the answer. I go, no, it's not the answer.
Yeah.
So there are other problems. So in my email back, there's other problems with it, but I won't go over them. Your answer's wrong. There it is. And he comes back, he says, but could you detail what was wrong? Like, no. Like, what was the other parts of it? Well, he used a Mercator projection from the globe. He used 60 nautical miles per degree, which is from the globe. Right. But also it was wrong. Like, I can't fix it. There is no way to do celestial navigation using flat Earth. So my answer to him back was learn how to do celestial navigation. Here's a book. The book I used.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing the flat earthers need to be able to do celestial navigation on the flat Earth is, like a map of the flat Earth.
Not true, actually. I'll give them this. I don't use a map when I do celestial navigation.
But you use math based on the globe.
I do. I use math based on the globe. I use, on the surface of a sphere is the geometry that I use. So
yeah, but they would need an accurate depiction of the flat Earth to be able to base their maths on, right?
Yeah.
Because they can't use any of your maps. Yeah, you can do it without looking at a map because it's based on the globe. But they've kind of got to start with, having an accurate flat Earth.
Well, I mean, you can say it's enough to use a coordinate system, right? So he tried the Gleason map. He tried a polar coordinate system with the origin at the North Pole. Didn't work. So then he tried a Cartesian coordinate system, a Mercator projection, which didn't match reality. So
I wonder why.
Yep. Let's see. PG Tony says a degree is a measure of angular magnitude. Using degrees as a measure of distance only works on a solid whose curvature is well understood. You're correct. But Gleason's map does give a key. It doesn't have a scale, but it gives a key. And so if you use Gleason's map is a polar coordinate system. Because it says 60 nautical miles per degree latitude. So that's how you convert degrees latitude into a linear unit using Gleason's map. You can totally do that. And then you can try and see if it works, and you can use a polar distance formula to get distances between locations. It doesn't work. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got a few people wanting to say some stuff, especially to you. We got David says, Craig, did you get your gyro compass yet? Or were you going to pick one up on the streets in Newark?
Yeah, well, I was going to wait till I see Wit 6. I thought he'd have the best locations to get one.
It's probably in his bottomless bag that I'll have with him.
Well, what I was going to do first was ask him to describe what a gyro compass was so that I could go and ask the people in the shop.
Yes. Just have him come with you.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, he knows. He'll go into the used, the secondhand Navy shop and be like, well, and here we have this, and over here's the gyro compass aisle. Right.
I wonder, right, I do want to sit in the front row during his debate, and I wonder if I could just wear a T-shirt, like get a T-shirt printed while I'm in America that says something that will distract him. Like hashtag Vapegate or Spits
I'm
It.
sure people in the comments could right now suggest things that might work on that shirt.
I'm sure there's a somewhere I could get one printed in New York.
If somebody says I am pregnant,
Well, Roots does have a NASA shirt for me. Might not be enough to trigger him.
oh my gosh, Wits it, spits it. We got
Shits it. Get Wits it mug.
Get his mug shot.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yes, I should.
Oh, hold up a clear tarp like people do at a Gallagher show. Oh, have you seen that? Have you seen the clear plastic they have at Gallagher shows?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
I've gone blurry.
Okay, Jay Donaghey says, Craig, Nancy from HR gave a mug with NASA on it to MC Toon. Did you get your one, Craig? I put in a complaint to NASA. Sorry, Toon, I'm a whistleblower. Well, here, yeah, I got mine. Hold on a second. Did you get yours, Craig?
No, I didn't get a mug. I just got a new brain chip implant. I mean, I didn't ask for it. I just woke up and there was the two guys there with the drill at my head, and they were like, "Hi, Craig." I'm like, "You again?" Yeah, so I got the new brain chip, but not the NASA mug.
I don't know who won that or not. I'm not sure.
One. That was an award. I just have put as part of my contract. I have to get these every now
Ross Allen, I think wins the internet with this one. You get a
mug shot on a white Peter top.
I don't know. Is that a thing in a vertically corduroy shirt, right? With that has no sleeves and a big neck. We call that a wife beater.
It's like what I wear at the gym.
Okay, you call that a wife beater as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, then just get his mugshot on a wife beater top. I don't know how universal that term is, but I guess it's a thing in England too. Wow. That would be... Can somebody get that ironed on for Craig? And bring it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like that. That's a wife beater, right? You showing that? Is that see?
Yes. Yeah, but they have to be white with the vertical. I don't know what they're called. If it's got the if we see it.
That's making it go up. There we go.
There you go.
Angry
Okay.
face.
Yeah, it has to be white though.
White beater have to be white and stained. Apparently.
Ribbing. I don't know why I didn't think of it. It's got to have vertical ribbing and be white.
Right.
There you go. Like corduroy. There it is. So yeah, if somebody can get one of those and iron on
Oh,
his
Mark W
mugshot.
says wear that with a lab coat over it and a bow tie. What if I just wear my Witsit beard?
Oh my gosh. It's ribbed, but not for her pleasure. Oh my gosh.
Hyperspace Hedgehog says Craig's shirt looks just like a tank top. Wife beaters always have a stain and are typically worn by rednecks.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Right.
Jack Fetter says, I just saw Craig vape. Of course, this now means everything he said for the next few hours is fake. If it was vape, then it was faked.
Well, actually, I had a bong. It wasn't a vape.
That wasn't your. I thought you were doing you switched.
Yeah, my vape. I'm getting it cleaned and then I dropped it, so I'm just like charging it and stuff. It's fine. I might have to get a new one.
Do you have don't tell us too many details, but I don't know the rules in New York, or New Jersey. But are you got plans?
Yeah, the first thing I do is get off the plane and get an Uber to the weed shop.
Okay,
It's totally legal there, just not federally. about whatever that means. So the shops
Yeah.
can take money, but they can't keep it in their bank. I'm not sure how that works.
I don't know how it works. It makes no sense that there's a federal law that's not enforced. Like, get rid of the federal law. Anyway.
But no, I'm going to go straight to Rise Dispensary and get some dab vapes.
All right. Itoria says back to back Tuesday. All right. Hi, Craig.
Hi.
From Itorius. Tim Davison says, look, Toon's got wood paneling.
Both.
Yep. Wood paneling. It's, let's see. This way. There we go. It's all reclaimed pallet boards. So there you go. Zoomy, member at Einstein for 28 months, says everything is an island if you're wrong enough. Oh, and happy Thunes Day here in Topia in Titicaca in the Tomb of Toon for the Temple of Toon. Oh my gosh. It's a Rubik says party at NASA if you can make it here. That's the hope. That's the hope. I was talking with the family here about it. The challenge is we'll have our dogs. So we gotta make sure we have our dogs taken care of. So Davids, a new member at Newton. Thank you very much for Davids. Lord E Luminous Poo. It was funny having Jaren read super chats from some of these people. Lord Illuminous Poo. One of them. Satan's butt, im the Lord of Illumination. It was me. I'm the Lord of Illumination. Thank you, Lord Illuminous Poo.
We don't want that illuminate. Why must Pooh be Tim, get him.
Yeah, Tim, don't let him do that. Captain Crunch says the federal law is enforced sometimes. In Oregon, a large distributor was raided after they were featured in a magazine and caught FBI attention. It's rare, though.
I don't get how it works. It's legal, but it's not legal. They're like, no, paying cash because we don't do cards because then they keep it in the bank and the feds get annoyed. So they got a pile of cash out the back into their shops. So I don't know.
It's just too weird. Like
you know what's fucking weird, by the way, is your money. I just got some of it, and what the hell is that crap?
What about it?
It's like Monopoly money.
What?
It's like small and weird.
Is that what she said? I've got 1,000 pesos still from Chile.
It's about 5 cents then.
No, this is $1 about, and it's transparent there in the middle. See that?
Yeah, that's like the British notes.
Oh, there's a transparent spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my wallet's fat. Hold on, let me show you. It's fat and full of ones. It's all about the Washingtons.
Why do you have ones? Is there like a particular club you go to often, or?
Nope.
Make it rain?
Nope. No, that's it. That's it right there. Oh no, you know what? Do you have coins that have a thick edge?
Yes. Yeah.
So on the plane, on the tray, set up a coin while flying and get video of it flying while it's standing up on edge.
Yeah, I was also going to take a level.
Bev, I love it. So do that because like, how come you don't feel the Earth moving 60 billion miles an hour? How come the coin didn't feel the plane moving 500 miles an hour?
But you're inside.
So also while you're on the plane, so what time do you'll be in the air while it's light out, correct? So
yeah, so I get on the plane at 3 a.m. New York time, and then arrive at midday New York time.
Okay, so get on your phone the Android equivalent of the Theodolite app, right? And then measure the dip of the horizon. If there's a crisp horizon, I got a measurement on the trip to Antarctica. One time I got a number. It was it's in my next video.
Why would
on
you
the
use
trip.
a theodolite app? You can just look at the sun and figure out the angles,
Just
right?
measure the angles with your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Gosh. They're like, oh, look, the horizon always rises to eye level. How did you measure that? Oh, look. How did you measure it? Okay, I looked at it. But it's in the middle. How do you know? It rose to eye level. You didn't measure it, you idiot. So it's better than your satanic love measuring thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lord Luminous Pooh thinks that his password is a theoretically displaced 160.
Yep.
Justin Messenger says raiding Witsit last night was hilarious. Made Dearth look pretty, work pretty hard. Oh yeah, like the cope, the amount of hiding the truth that Dearth was scrambling to do. Like he did not want the other flat earthers to know that his app was leaking.
Yeah, but they did know because we could tell them their own passwords.
But we didn't. But none of them were told their passwords. The only one who had his password told to him was Dearth by Jared.
Yeah.
Dearth is like, no, it's totally secure. And then one
Changed his password.
One of the people said, this is Dearth's current password. And Jared said that to Dearth. And then he changed it. The same guy who's in GlobeSec said, oh, he changed it. Here's his new password. And Jared says that to Dearth. Dearth's like, oh, crap.
Yeah, and that was the last time Dearth ever spoke to Jaren.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, but then congratulations to Dearth for winning the quickest to leak my personal information award from Jaren.
That is a quite an accomplishment.
A prestigious award.
Yeah. iSolder74 says colder for Toon than in Antarctica. Absolutely. It was, I think the coldest is supposed to be about 10 below tonight.
Oofed.
And the coldest it was in Antarctica was 10 above.
It's currently 0 here at the moment.
Which is 32 in freedom units.
Who uses Fahrenheit? What does water boil at in Fahrenheit? Not 100. That's what it should be.
212.
Because that makes sense.
I know. It doesn't. You know how 100 got to be? There's a story I don't think is correct. Do you know? How Mr. Fahrenheit set the temperature to 100?
No.
The urban legend is that he used the internal temperature of a cow. And how do you get the internal temperature of a cow?
Going in?
You got to go in the backside. The other claim is that it was his own, like he put it underneath his armpit. But then like, well, maybe he had a fever.
So
I
don't want to use Fahrenheit even more now, and neither should you.
Yeah, I'm all for metric. You know what? If when you're over here, Greg, if you could, I don't know, you're gonna be. They'll listen to you because you got a British accent. If you could convince Congress, say, hey, here's the plan. Get over here, guys. Here's the plan. Pass a law that says everything has to be labeled in metric. New stuff starting 2 years from now, and then starting 4 years from now, the metric has to be at least as big as the other, right? And then in 6 years, it has to be bigger, and then in 8 years, it has to be a lot bigger. You see what I mean? You see what'll happen is it'll get bigger, and then at 10 years, it'll be like then you have to remove the imperial. So that's the plan. I think that would work. All new stuff, only new stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, well, apparently anyone can run the government now, even some dude from South Africa that has satellites in space. He's in charge of the government, right? That musky guy?
I think that's how it works.
I'm pretty sure he's running the government.
There's a little more to it than that, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure he's running the government.
The wheels of government are a mystery.
Well, not really. Elon Musk is just like tearing it all down. I mean, it's going to get to the point where the government is so small that it's just Trump and Musk.
Start from scratch. Like you have to call up this guy and be like, all right, we need you back in charge. Anyway, so I got Penguin says, how is Dearth's app still up? How has Apple/Google not delisted it? So
That actually blows my mind.
you have to report it, and in order to report it, I think you have to have purchased it. So
Yes,
just
which I
today,
have.
Robert Greenlee sent me a screenshot of the iPhone screen saying, here's the process if it's leaking data. Let me pull it up here. And I'm like, I don't want to do it because I'm concerned that my PII might leak to him. So to report an Apple App Store app that is suspected of leaking personal data, go to reportproblem.apple.com on your device, sign in with your Apple ID, and select the option to report a problem with the app, providing details about the suspected data leak and how you believe it's happening. You can also contact Apple directly through the security vulnerability reporting channel if you have technical details about the issue. So, people, if you have an Apple ID, you may not have to have purchased it. You can just go to reportaproblem.apple.com and sign in with your Apple ID. And then you could give a link to the GitHub repository that I have linked in my other my video there. So there you go. That's how you can do it. Icy Spin says, "It's Apple, dude. I seriously doubt your PII would get disclosed. Do you know this to be true?" I do not know anything about it, Icy Spin, and that's my concern. But if you review an app, Craig, when you review an app on the Google Store, is your name posted?
Yes. Yeah, it is, because he's responded to me several times.
By name, yes. And also on the Apple Store, the reviews do have a name on it. So is the report a security problem also by name? I don't know. I'll look into that and I'll do my own. But I'll just say I have some other plans. So you all can go to the Google Store and the Apple Store and do it yourself. I will be publishing a video on another way for all of you to do something, should you want to do something, take some action, a little bit of crowdsourcing of action will be a lot of fun. So anyway.
Oh, shit. We should probably start reviewing that debate at some point. I just realized it's been 50 minutes and we haven't done
Oh, my goodness. All right. All right, let me finish. I'm backlogged here. Hold on. We got Gary IW is a member at Newton. We got Monochrome Light Sources. Oakley hates his likes his master's voice. Likes his master's voice. That's yes. What's her name? Monochromatic Light Source also again says celestial navigation requires dead reckoning. It doesn't. They say all sorts of crazy things. They love to say, how come this group of people could do celestial navigation in this year? Like, oh, well, show me how they did it. They don't know. They have nothing. Like, so how do you know how they did it? Well, because somebody told them. Yeah, Ross Allen's mugshot with a wife beater top. Gary IOW says a wife beater with his mugshot and "I love you" underneath it. Tim Davidson says, "Pooh, your father smells of elderberry and your mother was a snowblower."
You smell of it.
I don't know.
You smell of elderberries.
iSolder74 says, "I have ones to ride the bus." I don't know what bus iSolder74 is riding, but that sounds like a fun bus. If you can use the ones while you're riding the bus. Naughty. Craig, I can't believe you said that. Ross Allen's a new member at Newton. Thank you, Ross. Kango44 for 50 Kiwi bucks says, "Craig, you must have lots of $1 bills at all times. Tipping is big. Someone pours coffee, tip. Takes your bag to the room, tip. America's a devolving country, so most people are poor and the government is corrupt and can't pay a living wage." That's definitely a thing. You're going to go out to eat? You going to pay?
Well, yeah, but our plan to eat is to go to places like hot dog carts and the restaurant where it's already paid.
Okay, well that's but if you do go out to eat at a restaurant where you sit down or they bring you food, then it's expected that you tip and 15% is the baseline. So,
well, they can expect what they fucking like.
that's part of their wage.
I know, of course I tip, because, you know, it's fucking ridiculous that the restaurants don't actually pay them enough to live. It's stupid that I have to pay their wage.
Well, it's just how it is here. So, whatever. But I'll tell you, when I was in Chile, they don't tip there, and the waiters and waitresses, they don't care. That their service not very good. So there's a trade-off, right? There's a trade-off. There's, you know, I want to get in, I want to get out, and I want to move through stuff here. Come on, can I get stuff? And then there's a motive for them to give you good service. Then you'll get a better tip. And if there's no motive, then why the hell would they care? They get paid the same either way. So that's you know, engineering is about trade-offs, and when you're engineering how to pay somebody for giving you food, that's the trade-off. But anyway, good point, Kango. Kango 44 says America is a developing country. Sorry for the typo. It's a developing country. Oh, devolving. Nice. Jack Fetter says Craig is worried about our money. He's about to spend 1 week in New Jersey. He'll be lucky to leave with both kidneys. Forget about it.
Yeah, people are like, that's where you're coming to America? Or
New Jersey.
See you then.
That's
So,
like...
I asked how to describe it, and someone said, oh, the armpit of America.
I would say it's the unwiped butthole of America.
Isn't that Austin?
Austin Whitsitt?
Yeah.
Or Austin, Texas?
No, both. I know Austin Whitsitt, definitely the unwiped asshole of America. I mean, just look at his face.
Dark Star 4400 says at least we have metric currency. Yeah, take that.
Well, so do we. We don't do that blooming like hexadecimal currency anymore.
You used to, didn't you? You had weird.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. It was like pennies, tuppence and pounds. I don't know.
Tuppence. Well, no, we used to have bits. 8 bits to the dollar.
Bits?
Yeah. Have you ever heard the thing? Shaving a haircut. What's the next? Shaving a haircut.
I don't know.
2 bits.
Huh.
25 cents.
When was that?
Well, that's the thing. You've never heard shaving a haircut?
No.
2 bits? Have you seen Roger
No.
Rabbit?
Yeah.
It's in there. Go watch it again.
We should have never given you guys independence. What is this crap you're on about?
Hey, we took it from you.
We let you have it. It was like, yeah, ooh, you don't like tea. Big fucking deal. More hassle than you were worth, frankly.
No, you guys came over like, hey, you're not having it. We're like, get the heck out of here. You tried a second time even. Most people don't even know. You know about that one? The second time you tried? Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, we don't tell people about that.
1812. Caucasian Sensation says, Fkatzoid. Oh. Something else Fkatzoid and something else Flurfy Dave. Yes. Oh, I missed Tony Spike says, can we start calling Flurfs Can we start calling Flurfs Theodolites? Because it makes them sound like a caveman. Troglodyte, you see. Troglodyte. Okay, we're almost ready to start the video.
Yes, almost.
Lord Illuminous Pooh says my local public transportation bus line has seating for elderly, disabled, and pregnant. My question is, who's sleeping with all these old cripples? Tim Davis is. iSolder74 says farthings, tuppence a bag. There you go. What's a farthing?
I guess, I don't know, that was old style currency, pennies, farthings, and pounds. I'm not sure. Like, who the fuck came up with a hexadecimal currency system?
I don't know. Lord Illuminous Pooh says America is the nicest third world country. And with that, it is time to pull this up here. Pull it up. Yeah, everybody get ready for the pull it up, because that's coming. If Ross, interrupting Ross is the one, in fact, that will be will be
Dapper
done.
Dino is actually a god. I've sent him my presentation for Andrew, and literally within a minute, he's like, "There's just you've missed this word." I was like, "I literally just sent it to you, and you're already making it better for me."
Wow. All right. So you are the one that moderated this.
Did I?
For 12K tonight.
Yeah.
Johnny, thank you very
No, sorry, you hosted. Johnny O moderated.
much for agreeing to come
yes.
and do this.
So I'm going to move forward to their.
I've gained a lot of plants now.
Looking forward to it.
All right. So seeing as how Catz is in the fire, is a frying pan? Yeah, you're in the frying pan. Let me get this here. There we go. I'm usually much more prepared than this, but it's been
Oh
an
my
interesting
gosh,
day
Johnny.
today. So
Hold it together,
there we go.
Johnny.
No, that's not what I want. All right. Whenever you are ready, as soon as you start speaking, your time will begin.
So just to be clear, this isn't my presentation that I've prepared. This is just an introduction about me.
This will be, your introduction. You're going to tell us about who you are, what you do, why you're here, so on and so forth. We have about 5 minutes for that.
So I've had a number of different channels. Some people may know, some people might not. On every channel I've had, I've called myself Catz, some version of Catz, like either the conspiracy Catz or GCSE maths and science Catz, or Baldy Catz, conspiracy Catz, and now culture Catz is where I am. That's where I can be found. And the reason I have the name Catz in all of those is, so people often ask me, like, why have you got cats in all those? And really the answer is that I just love shitting in my neighbour's garden, and I think it sums me up, absolutely to a T. I'm quite good at climbing trees as well, but if I can take a big dump in someone's flower bed, nothing makes me happier. I'm going to take a big dump in Flatzoid's flower bed tonight. So I hope he doesn't take it personal, but I do hope that, I'm just making this up the top of my head, but I do hope that the nutrients that I leave will allow his flowers to blossom and grow into something a little bit outside of science denial. I just made that up off the top of my head. Essentially, the channel I've got now, it doesn't really deal with flat Earth much. I would love to tell you what the channel I've got now is about, but I can't because I don't really know. When you look at it, you'll see I've done all sorts of different stuff, and I change my mind week to week. So I suppose that's what I do. I just do what I feel like on that week.
2 years ago.
But not really flat Earth. And the reason I've walked away from flat Earth, and I'm going to bring this up in my presentation, is because it's become an extremely dishonest environment. The honest flat earthers who maybe are brought into it for certain reasons, whether they be religious reasons or whether they be just a lack of scientific understanding or ability to reason, but the ones that are genuine will do their own kind of research, if you like, behind the scenes and find a way out of it. But then there are flat earthers, prominent flat earthers on YouTube who are just extremely, extremely dishonest in the way that they operate, the way they deny science, the way that they don't ever even consider actually learning anything ever, and it just became quite a boring scene, really. Once I'd had my fun, it was great, but it's time for me to move on for something else. But I am looking forward to coming out of retirement tonight. I've waffled on too long. I should have prepared something for that, but I'll just leave it there. Okay, thank you,
All
Ken.
right. Absolutely. Flatzoid, whenever you are ready, your 5 minutes will begin as soon as you start speaking.
Yeah, I'm just as Catz. I didn't really prepare for introduction, but I'm Flatzoid's perspective. I have a flat Earth channel. It's relatively been serious this last few months. I've been taking it more seriously. I do run flat Earth content, as you see, and I'm doing streaming much more, thanks to all the help from my generous supporters on the show. I really do appreciate it. I like debating. That's hence why I'm talking to Catz tonight. Tomorrow night it's going to be McToon, and hopefully next week Mr. Sensible. So I'm not scared to debate anybody. I'm simply, my channel's about my perspective and my view on the world. And
Except
yes,
you won't debate me at the moment.
Obviously, I'm very vocal on what I believe, and I am not going to back down if someone's going to challenge me. Let's put it that way.
Ooh.
And I'm an open book. I try and stay as honest as I can to show everybody
Pause there.
who I am. And yeah, I'm from South Africa.
Yes.
I've been trying to get him to debate me about thermodynamics, and he won't. So has he changed his position there?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, because we had a debate about gravity, and we agreed we would continue about thermodynamics. And I'll read what he said. Right. There is no debate. Just to let you know, at the moment we're just having fun with the globe. He said, I'm frankly bored with the idiocy you guys spew, looking for people who actually challenge me.
Oh my gosh. So you see, top left, everybody.
I mean, that is very top left.
You are making the case. Thank you very much, Craig. All right.
Nobody has realized that. So please excuse the accent if you don't understand sometimes what I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's about it. If you guys really want to look me up, just go look up my channel, and you'll see I've got a whole bunch of demonstrations and so forth. And yeah, like I said, I didn't prepare an opening statement about that. So thanks very much.
All right. As we are now, it is time for Baldy Catz. Catz. We're just going to call you Catz because you have too many monikers. Whenever you are ready, your presentation starts now.
Go Catz. There he is. He's getting it. He's working on it. Give him a minute.
Oh, hang on a second. We don't have any audio.
Look at that. That was flawless, wasn't it? I put myself on mute out of politeness and then didn't take myself off. Okay, sorry. Are we good to go? Right, I said before that this for me is all about honesty, and that's exactly what I'm going to mean. I'm going to be repeating that throughout the entire debate, the theme of honesty. This debate started with FJFE asking me if I would accept a debate with Flaxoid if he was up for it on his channel. There was an email exchange you can see on the screen. The topic of the debate you can see was agreed. We would each bring 3 pieces of evidence for our, for flat Earth or for globe Earth. And Flaxoid said to me, we've got to define what we mean by evidence. So rather than get into a big argument about it, we just decided to settle on what you can see at the bottom there. Repeatable and reproducible observations or measurements that support or validate the idea that the Earth is flat.
So just to review, they've both done their introductions already. This is Katz's presentation of his position, supporting his position that the Earth is a globe.
Or in my case, the Earth is a globe, without contradicting other world observations, right? That's what we decided to go with. Now, let me show you, first of all, how honest I can be. I can look at a picture like this, and I can honestly say, would I be able to expect to see something like that on a flat Earth? Is that what I would expect to see on a flat Earth? I suppose it probably is, yeah. I suppose with a bit of topography, I suppose I'd expect to see that on a flat Earth. I would also expect to see it on a globe Earth as well. Absolutely. A globe Earth of the size we've got, that could fit either model. I'm quite honest to say that. This is the same. Would I honestly be able to expect to see that on a globe Earth? 100%. But I'd also not be able to say I wouldn't expect that on a flat Earth. That's honesty. The clouds. Can I honestly say that it would only fit a globe Earth? No, I can't say that. Maybe I'd expect to see that on a flat Earth. All right, get the picture. Honesty. Then we might look at some wind turbines. Whoops, what's going on here? Not these wind turbines, because these wind turbines were taken from a website I found about a future wind farm. These are CGI wind turbines put on for a picture for a future wind farm, because that's not actually what real wind farms look like. Real wind farms look like this. Would I expect to see this on a globe? Hell yes, of course I would expect to see this globe. And I will be asking Flatzoid in the debate, would you expect to see that on a globe? And I am expecting an honest answer of yes. And if I don't get an honest answer of yes, if I hear somebody say no, I wouldn't expect to see that on a globe, then we're going to really start to examine the honesty of the flat earther. Because that is exactly what you'd expect to see on a globe. Would I expect to see that on a flat Earth? Underwater wind turbines stirring up the fish? No, I would not.
Stirring up the fish. So
I will absolutely 100% be asking Flatzoid and holding his feet to fire. Would he expect to see that? Yes or no? Be honest.
He won't.
Would I expect to see this on a globe? Hell yes, of course I would. Would I expect to see it on a flat Earth? No.
Honest.
And all I'm going to be asking Flatzoid is the same thing. Are you honest enough to say, yes, if the Earth was a globe, that's exactly what we would expect to see? Or are you going to somehow try and avoid answering the question?
Oh.
Would I expect to see that, an underwater city,
the
and half the sun underwater on a globe? Hell yes, that is exactly what I expect to see on a globe. Would I expect to see it on a flat Earth? No. But I will be asking Flatzoid directly, would you expect to see that on a globe? And we will see whether Flatzoid can be honest and say, yes, that is it. If the Earth was a globe,
So now remember, this is the globe evidence, right? Yeah. He is presenting globe evidence as agreed to in the lead up to the debate.
Expect to see that, or whether he won't be able to bring himself to say, yes, that's exactly what you'll be able to see on a globe. Sun, right? And I apologize to have pinched this off Twitter. I don't know who you are. Please let me know and I'll give you a shout out for this. But what a fantastic meme. If we look, at the sunset on a globe, this is exactly what I would expect to see on a globe. This is what we see. We see the sun go down behind the horizon. That's exactly what we would expect to see if the Earth was a globe. Would I expect to see this on a flat Earth? No. We would obviously expect to see this kind of weird moving away in the distance. Right, come back to that later on. Would I expect to see this if the Earth was a globe? Hell yes, of course I would. And I'll be asking Flatzoid this question. If the Earth was a globe, would you expect to see that? And obviously anybody who is looking at half an oil rig missing behind an horizon would say, yeah, that's exactly what you'd expect to see if the Earth was a globe. Not this, right, where they look like they've been melted. Any flat earther who's bringing this
I've figured out where Catz has gone
as
wrong.
The primary source.
What's that?
I figured out where Catz has gone wrong.
Yeah.
He's given evidence for the globe.
Yes.
He's going to confuse the boy.
I know. Poor Fkatts is going to be all flustered.
That doesn't fit my preconceived beliefs. That's not right.
Rather than what it normally looks like, is being dishonest. Right? This is what I would expect to see. on a globe with refraction. If you can show me that picture without any refraction whatsoever, then maybe we can start talking about flat Earth. Would you expect to see on a flat Earth 200 meters of missing mountain? No, you wouldn't. You would expect to see that exactly on a globe. And again, I'll be asking Flatzoid, is this what you'd expect to see on a globe? Hundreds of meters of mountain below sea level. Because if you've never been to Blackpool, this is the big one here. My family have just come back from Blackpool. You're on the sea. You know, we're literally just above sea level here. 200 meters of mountain below that sea level. That's all been gone into before. Would we expect to see star trails on a stationary flat Earth? No. Would we expect to see star trails like this at the equator? No. All right. Why on a flat Earth? No, we wouldn't. Would we expect to see the spherical shadow of the Earth during a lunar eclipse if the Earth was a globe? Hell yeah, absolutely. Will Flatzoid be honest enough to say, yes, that's exactly what we'd expect to see if the Earth was a globe?
Many of me on
or will he
screen.
try and not answer that question? Would we expect to see the moon upside down in different hemispheres if the Earth was a globe? Hell yes, of course we would. Only a dishonest person would say, no, we wouldn't expect to see that. Would we expect to see the solar analemma if the Earth was stationary? Of course we wouldn't. Okay, I'll come back to some of these images later on. They're just some observations, right? The definition we came to was observations and measurements. Right, here's some measurements. I knocked this graph up earlier on with a felt-tip pen and a Charles ruler. And it shows, if we look at the bottom, increments of 10 degrees of latitude. And then we plot the apparent angle of Polaris in the sky. We see that it forms a linear relationship, something that's obviously only possible on a globe. We can get into the maths of that later on. It fits the y equals mx plus c. Here the gradient is 1, the y-intercept is 0, so we can say y equals x. Anybody who's done high school maths knows that.
He's doing maths
very,
now.
very, very basic stuff.
Math is fake.
He's giving evidence. He's doing maths. What is wrong with this guy?
Math is only fake until they want to use math. Then it's totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's where the honesty comes in.
Ooh, Ross Allen wants to make the proposed wife beater. The question is, can Ross Allen get it to you?
Well, probably not
by tomorrow
unless
night.
He can have it sent to the hotel.
Unless he lives nearby and is planning to meet you.
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh, it'd be great if I wore that and then maybe sat with a can of beer whilst watching him.
It needs to be Duff beer.
Because when I see flat earthers talk about the linear relationship of Polaris, they come up with absolute drivel like this. They come up with their graphs. This is a graph that a flat earther put on YouTube to try and claim that Polaris showed some kind of, would have a linear relationship with distance from the North Pole on Earth. There is no scale, there is no understanding, it's just random lines. I don't even know what that is. And it's good that we're getting close to Halloween because this is absolutely horrific. Look at this with actual numbers and actual intervals, and look at this with a series of randomly drawn lines that my daughter could do if she spilt her paint on the carpet. This was all, and
oh my gosh, I love Catz. He's cooking them.
I think that was Flatzoids. Right, now I can do that game as well. I can draw a graph with absolutely no scale, right, and absolutely no, and even this is better at trying to explain these observations than this that we're looking at the screen now. How long have we got left, Johnny? No, did you hear that? How long have I got? No. Okay. So,
fuck you,
I'm looking for a bit of honesty for somebody to say, okay, yeah, actually, I didn't really understand. 2 minutes. I didn't really understand what was going on there. The same flat earther.
Oh my gosh.
When we talk about observations, I'm going to be talking about sextants. We're going to be talking.
Right, so a sextant right there. This sextant has 60 degrees, but guess what Flatzoid thought that was?
90?
90.
45?
He's so good at math.
Talking about celestial navigation. Well, the same flat earther is.
What's that?
He did let us know that obviously the hypotenuse of a right angled triangle is 45 degrees.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Instead of being honest and saying, I don't really know anything about sextants, said this. You can look at the transcripts at the bottom, talking about the index arm. Notice the angle is a right angle. We've got the vertex labels. Notice the angle is a right angle. Look at that vertex, right up here. Obviously, it's not a right angle. It's a 60-degree angle. This vertex can only happen with straight right angles. Clearly, somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, giving their opinion on celestial navigation, are they going to be honest and say, actually, I didn't know what I was talking about? Or are they going to lie, even though they've deliberately labeled the vertex, labeled the angle, and we can see by the transcript they're clearly talking about this angle? Or are they going to lie and say they're talking about a 90-degree angle between the ground and the person who stood up holding the sextant, something which isn't mentioned in the video whatsoever? Okay? Because if you're going to comment on celestial navigation, I want you to be honest enough to tell me that you understand it, because those observations only prove the globe. What else proves the globe is when something falls behind the curvature of the Earth. When it falls behind the curvature of the Earth, we could follow this and we'll see the splash happens when this object, we all know what we're talking about here, the splash will happen when this object is somewhere a couple of inches below the surface. When it hits, then we see the splash, but it doesn't occur when we're on that red line. But what a flat earther might do is recognize that and then delete that curvature, tell nobody that curvature was deleted, and then claim, oh, thank you, Red's Rhetoric, for proving the curve of the Earth. So honesty is something I'm really, really going to push home.
Oh my
the
gosh.
last thing I'm going to say,
You can't, of all the flatties, Flatsoid is the, I don't know who's been more dishonest than Flatsoid. It'd be hard pressed.
Well, I mean, Whitsitt did try lying in front of, 24-hour 360-degree cameras.
What do you mean? No, he didn't try lying in front of the cameras.
I mean, he was in front of the cameras all the time whilst lying about the things he was doing.
You mean vaping?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't think that he was trying to fake his breath with a vape. I think it just happened because he was vaping a lot. And
yeah, well, what happened was when he went in, then on the way back out, he vaped.
Oh, he pounded that thing, yeah.
Yeah, which moistened his lungs.
Yes.
And made it so that the cold air was,
I agree.
And warm air coming out was, but it wouldn't have happened if he didn't vape. Then he was so dumb, right? He started breathing out, then he breathed out again, nothing came out. He's like, oh, what's happening there? Yeah.
I don't know if he was trying to have the vape be what's made it visible. Because I don't think he cared. Because none of us, it wasn't a thing. None of us were like, how come we don't see our breaths? It wasn't a thing. So I really don't think that he was trying to fake his breath with the vape. I think the thing that he was lying about was whether or not he was vaping. Because there's somebody that he didn't want to know.
Yeah.
Well, he was vaping. I don't know. Craig.
I don't mind saying it.
Craig, help a brother out. All right, he's trying to keep
help a brother out, like that he needed people to help him out the day before he went to Antarctica to get some money because of the thousands of dollars that he'd spent.
Dude, he's trying to hide something. So help a brother out. Don't let someone know what he was doing, all right? Jeez.
But he did it in front of cameras.
We were like, right away, we didn't even think about the cameras. Like they're just standing there. The sun's that way and we're here. We weren't even thinking about, like I wasn't thinking those cameras are getting me now. Like I knew it, but I don't know. I'll give him a little bit of slack on that particular angle. But the rest of it, no. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, he said last night that he doesn't smoke, and he claimed last night he was sober, but you look at the comments on his video last night.
No.
Like, a large... I took screenshots of the ones that said that it looks like he's either stoned or drunk. He's like, I don't smoke, and I'm not, and I'm totally sober.
I can't wait to find him at the bar. I'm not drinking. No fuck you talking about.
Okay. All right.
It is the last thing, and I know I'm pushing my time here, is I want to look at this comment here. Flatzoid needs to be honest and tell everybody that his observations are all about his belief in God. We can see it right here. God is supernatural. Science is only for nature and not for the supernatural.
And that is your time. All right.
All right. So now will Fkatzoid do what he agreed to and present evidence? 3 pieces.
Right.
I reckon he will. Of course he will. Flatzoid's not honest person.
Your presentation, please.
So honest.
All right. Flatzoid, whenever you are ready, you have 10 minutes.
This is for my presentation, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to share my screen, obviously, but I did at least prepare something. Okay. First, we have to establish what we observe and how we interpret what we see. Our perspective is the main driving force on how we deduce the reality presented to us. From the age of having understanding, you are bombarded with a worldview that's foundations is rooted in having a perspective on life that is set to you. This means that you are shown images, art, and fed narratives of the globe that is reality. You are taught to just accept it, and what taught in schools and in institutions is just fact. You are not taught to think for your own and take logical deduction to what is presented as reality. When you open a book, you see a globe. When you turn on the television, you see a globe. You get songs of space and travel and fantasy way beyond one's imagination.
Got a super chat from Flat Earth Evidence. Flat Earth Evidence is really excited. Says, pay attention, everyone. My time to shine is coming up. I just know
so
it.
Excited.
I'm finally going to be in a YouTube video.
You are conditioned
Amazing.
to trust the government and to trust any authoritative figure. When you were in school, did the education system teach you how to think logically or to accept the narrative based on the proposition?
Yeah,
Is this just like the before the evidence then? I mean,
it must be. And you know what's really cute, Greg,
me.
is that you and Fkatz are wearing the same shirt.
No, mine's Fred Perry. His is I don't know, pound store.
No, I can't tell. We don't know. The emblem is hidden, so that's definitely the same shirt. Wow, that's really cute. You two, you're twinning. That's so cute.
I will go and change.
Okay.
I have 18 Fred Perry shirts through there. I can choose one of them.
It's the same shirt. That is logic. Let's take a look at it.
Better on me.
When you are sitting, lying down, or standing at this moment in time, do you experience any movement of the ground beneath your feet? We are taken to a faith-based deduction on what we are taught, not what you observe. We are told the earth is moving under our feet. We are told that we should not experience the movement because of its magnetic size. Is this what?
Wait,
it's what size?
Magnetic. Hold on. Magnetic size?
We are told that we should not experience the movement because of its magnetic size. The earth is moving under our feet. We are told that we should not experience the movement because of its magnetic size.
Magnetic.
What the?
Magnetic size.
That's you put the wrong poll up. It should be who wears it better, Craig or Fkatz.
Is this what we really observe? When you look outside, what do you see? Do you see the sky moving overhead, or do you?
When you're in an airplane and you look down the aisle, do you see the plane moving? Oh my gosh, he's so dumb.
Perceive the ground and yourself to move.
Is there a cursor on my head?
This perception is based on your programming. You observe no movement, but you just accept it to be moving. You observe the sky to be moving, but you just accept it as a trick of your eyes. It's the ground moving. Or you are not taught that it was the ground moving, you would even come to this conclusion. Would you come to this conclusion if you were taught it was not the ground moving? You are hardwired to follow the perspective prescribed to you without question. So this brings to me my first evidence for flat Earth.
Other direction.
I'm labeled the flat Earth
face the other direction.
of the flat Earth society.
No, the correct hand. Correct
I
hand.
live on a stationary horizontal plane. Even though we
There you go.
get
Tip your head
fair
forward.
and controlled opposition narrative based on upward
There you go.
accelerating
Take
space
off the
pixels, which is
glasses.
nonsense. I boldly take the flat Earth stigma, all because I know
Tip
I
your
would
head the other
rather trust
direction.
my senses than trust the worldview based
No,
on
the
faith
other.
rooted in a religion of Jesuits.
There you go. Look down a little.
So evidence, number one, we experience a
Tip your head
stationary
farther.
plane. We do not experience the
Other
movement
way.
of the ground, but the sky above us.
Tip the top of your head away.
Man-made mechanisms like the focal pendulum to appease their correlations. This, unfortunately, is the puddle we sit in.
That's as close as you're getting.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
The globe is based on faith and is branched and is trenched in pseudoscience, masquerading as science, just to fit the correlative bias. Evidence number two.
So now he just said evidence number two, but did he have any evidence in evidence number one?
So his first bit of evidence was going, I don't believe we're spinning.
I look outside and I no see move. Like, what are the stars doing?
That's why I went for a nap.
Oh my gosh. How do you, like, you can say, just looking at the stars, you can say it's not necessarily us moving or stars moving, but certainly something is moving. And so it is evidence supporting the globe, matching the globe that stars move. Right?
Yeah.
But that's it. But he doesn't, never mind the stars. I look outside and I don't see move. If you look down the eye of a plane, you don't see move. Good job there. Evidence number one. All right, now here he's going to take a giant number two. Here we go.
The globe first has to assume.
Oh, you see,
there
you can't present evidence for something by talking about not that thing. The fact that he started with the globe.
Yeah.
He already lost. He already lost.
After measurements are based off of a horizontal plane. We can observe daily that the horizontal is only optical and far surpasses the narrative of the set radius for the globe. We can demonstrate things vanishing bottom up on flat surfaces, hence on my channel many times, and
no, you can't.
with angles that are limited and other optical phenomena like reflection
Tune. This is how you make angles, things disappear bottom up on a flat Earth. Is you do this with your eyes.
Yep. You get something in the way.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
When you're at the beach looking at the horizon, do you bury yourself halfway up your eyes?
Yeah, you do. You have to.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. That's why I think the Earth's a globe.
Yeah, when I'm in Florida next week, I'm going to start by digging a hole in the sand right next to the water.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably just dig a hole in the sand right at the water, and then just make sure that the sand doesn't collapse in.
Yeah, and don't worry about the tide coming in. That it missed the hole. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, that's definitely going to be how it works.
So forth. It's all optical and can be shown to be this every day. The curve, however, must be geographic, and this is set physically.
Geographic. He meant geometric.
He did.
He did. Oh.
This means it has no room to change. As soon as you evoke optical effects that change the geometry of the so-called heliocentric model, you have thrown the heliocentric radius under the bus. Hence the black swan. Also note why my so-called 11 frames is such a devastating argument. I love when the globe defenders bring it up because it's a concession that the curve is not physical, but only optical. Hence, removing the inferior mirage is cry that I took away the curve. The measurements are then calculated into the globe from the horizontal and stationary.
It's hilarious. They're so ignorant, and they're ignorant because all of the information they've got is from their Papa Flurfs, right? So he's super ignorant.
Bless. There's a Flurf in the chat, and they're bringing up the skyline of Toronto.
Oh, that's precious. Why don't you?
Adorable.
Tell you what, email that to me, Fled Infinite Planar. Just shoot me an email with the picture you're talking about, and we'll just take a break from this and we'll analyze it real quick. It'll be precious. Just shoot me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net, and
you come and talk to us about it if you like.
He's a bit on the chickeny side.
Measurements. So if it was a globe, why then would we first measure the stationary horizontal plane to then transform it into a globe? Why then would you require...
So they just know what their Papa Flurf told them. They're like, elevation angles are only from a plane. How do you know that? Well, because somebody else told me to say that. That's it. Like, it's a geometric claim. You're making a claim about how geometry works. Okay, go. Bring us through it. Bring out a piece of paper. Get your pencil out. Show us the geometry you're talking about. But no, they never do that. At an Oakley acolyte...
Well, that would involve doing maths.
Yeah. An Oakley acolyte uninvited started sending me DMs the other day, and right away is like, all elevation angles are from a flat plane. I go, oh, well, that's your claim. Go ahead and send the geometry. And then it was 2 days of him making other off-topic claims, and I just kept saying, I'm waiting for you to send the geometry. Finally, he's like, I'm not good at geometry. It's not my skill. I'm like, well, then why did you start this conversation by making a claim about geometry? Shouldn't you stick to something that you can support?
Like in your debate with Alan, he brought up all the trigonometry. Can you do the trigonometry?
God,
No.
And he pulled a Fkatzoid. He called the hypotenuse an angle.
Yep.
They suck so hard.
They're adorable, aren't they?
Oh, he's talking about the Haversine formula, something he's never done. All right, let's see what he says.
To then transform it into a globe. Why then would you require calculations like a Haversine formula if it was a globe?
Because it's a spherical trigonometric function.
Yep.
It's literally backward world.
Just go and ask a pilot, what do you use the Haversine formula for? And they say, how did you get on my flight deck?
Oh,
Don't go and interrupt the pilot when they're flying, please.
No. All right, hold on. Dog, what are you doing? My dog's under the desk here. Hold on. Pressing buttons. Laying on stuff. All right.
Oh, here.
There we go. What do you think?
That's not. What do I think about what? That's not a dog.
You're not looking at the. You got to look at the live stream.
Ah, right.
There we go. Look, my no hands. All right. Anyway, what am I? That one.
Okay, you got foot pedals.
I
What is
do.
level? Well, when we look at definitions of level, we see it means
So the dog is laying under the desk and hitting the foot pedals.
flat, horizontal, no curve, with no part higher or lower. Yet, we still find a contradiction creeping in some translations, like the Merriam-Webster dictionary, after stating that it is flat, horizontal, and not curving, still at the end tells us to have the balls to level is a curve of the earth. If you do not see the contradiction, then I'm afraid you have successfully been indoctrinated. Places we observe to be flat.
Yes, the dictionary is having contradictions. The dictionary.
The dictionary definition of level is curve. He's like, it's indoctrination.
Yeah,
it's based on measure. Just go show the measurements then.
I got told earlier by a flirp on X that I'm uneducated, and then when I told him I got 2 degrees, he's like, "Oh, you're just indoctrinated."
But I thought you were uneducated.
But if I was then.
So, you know Simon Mav? Have you seen him on Facebook?
Yeah.
I mean, they're few dumber than him, and he likes to say that he claims that he knows geometry better than me. I'm like, fine, put up $5,000. I'll put up $5,000. We'll take the same Algebra 2 high school test. Winner takes all. He won't do it.
No, it's the same challenge I put to Witzer. I said, both of us put up $5,000 and we'd take like an A-level maths test, the pair of us at the same time.
So that means nothing to an American.
What do you do after high school? What's the next?
So high school goes through age 18 in the U.S.
Right, okay. So what do you get at the end of age 18?
At the end of age 18, you just finish high school. There's
right,
no...
because high school technically finishes at 16 here, and then you can continue for 2 years to get your A-levels.
Yeah, you have like an intermediate before... Now, then in the U.S., when you are 18 and you're done with high school, approximately, then the next step is college. And we call it college no matter what, because college is typically undergraduate. So non-master's, non-PhD level. So if you're going to go study engineering, you go to college. Now, typically in England, college means like a
university.
No, to you, it means a lower level, like an intermediate between high school and where you would study for a bachelor's degree, right?
Yeah, so I went to high school until the age of, 14, so it was 2 years earlier. And then I did A-levels at college from 14 to 16, but would have been normally 16 to 18.
Yeah.
And then after that, I started doing my degree at university and then joined the Navy.
So how long did you go to university?
Well, I did 2 years and then
what's
Navy
normal? What's normal?
So normally it would be 4 years to get my bachelor, but I did it in 3 because the Navy got me to it early.
So at university, you do 4 years and then get a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, we go to college for 4 years and get a bachelor's degree, normally. So that's the difference in the verbiage.
Right.
So A-levels, to those in the United States, A-levels would be typically what you take at age 18 at the end of a post-secondary, a non-high school level thing.
Yeah.
Which we don't really have here. Some people take post-secondary like through some sort of a technical school or outside of high school, but we don't really have a straight analog to that here. But so you would say, if you wanted to do something to Witsit, you'd say, well, let's take a Algebra 2 high school test. So that'd be something that a 17-year-old would finish in high school typically.
Yeah, I challenge him to that. In fact, I have done, and I said £5,000 or $5,000 each, and he blocked me on Discord.
Yeah. No surprise there.
Although he did make the claim several times to journalism on Globebusters that he would take an IQ test against anyone at any time.
For a guy that has both said that he has 160 IQ and said IQ doesn't matter, he sure likes to talk about IQ.
He does.
Oh, dog, stop. Okay. There we go. All right, let's.
Large bodies of water at rest, like the Suez Canal, many, many thousands of kilometers of level water. Or how about the Nile River that flows only one direction? That is also level and contradicts having a new...
So, no evidence, just claims. Right? They don't get this. It's such a fundamental misunderstanding. If you say the Suez Canal is flat, you need to go and provide the measurements of the Suez Canal. You don't just get to say it. It's how dumb they are.
Tangent going down from your feet at every direction. Or how about many salt flats or the railways that show no curve? Evidence number 3.
Where's the...
Would be the first...
All right, so he just took a giant number 2 by not having any evidence at all. Oh, dear.
We have gas pressure. How does this apply?
Well, there's giant number 2 on the screen right now, isn't there?
Yes.
It's the force exerted by the gas on the surface of a container, surface wall of a container. Now we get to the argument, but we have pressure gradients. Where is your container? That's so dishonest. We also get fed the spoon-fed of faith-based gravity. The contradictions of gravity face the fact that it's never been anything other than correlative-based and is enough to point out something supported by natural law, which is flat Earth-based.
Yeah.
So when debating Flatzoid about gravity, and I was trying to explain to him the gravity gradient navigation that submarines use to not crash into underwater mountains and stuff. And I asked him how it works with his relative density stuff, and he said that they pick up density waves.
He just makes stuff up.
Yeah.
He just makes up. Somebody should make a song that's about Flatzoid, how he just makes stuff up. Oh, somebody already did.
Oh, yeah.
Flat is based on the second law of thermodynamics and doesn't violate it. Gravity violates that. We can demonstrate every day.
What?
He just said gravity violates the second law. I remember because I was hosting this and I couldn't say anything, and I actually wanted to punch. I think I did punch myself in the face when I heard him say that.
Oh my gosh!
Gravity violates the second law of thermodynamics. No, it doesn't.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Somebody. It's iSider74 says ACT and SAT tests. Yes, I did. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So we have a standardized testing system here. In the US, ACT tests or SAT tests. And so they're pretty comprehensive tests, and they're a big deal here. So where A-level are topical, right? So you go to A-level, you go to 2 years, you study one particular field, and then at the end you take 1 or 2 or 3 tests maybe that are particular to that field. So what did you study and then what test did you take for your A-level?
Well, we had like 4 for each A-level. There was 4 exams leading up to your final exam, and it's just an exam, your A-level exam.
On that topic?
Well, yeah, because I did A-level in maths, A-level in physics, and A-level in music, and an A-level in... What else did I do?
Did you take 4 tests then?
Yeah. There's 4 build-up exams, then a main exam for each subject that you take as an A-level.
Okay.
Containment to have gas pressure, and we can demonstrate gas pressure gradients based on the behavior of gas in containment.
Physics,
gravity is not seen as a force and thus invalidates F equals ma to compound the argument that it is a force to hold gas down.
It's just it's so dumb. It's just
painfully dumb.
He's just such an idiot, and he's just parroting the same things that he heard from somebody else, right? It's the irony of him saying that it's just a belief. Like, he's just saying a belief, and he's all the things that have actual evidence he dismisses as not having evidence. It is backward world every day in Flatzoid's head.
Yeah, but his evidence is, well, it looks like that, and I said it is.
Yes. All right. Oh, let's finish the poll here. Are Craig and Fkatz wearing the same shirt? 90% yes, 9% no, and 1% apparently
didn't exist.
Clicked a different answer.
Yeah. I have yet to see any demonstration of gravity hold down gas inevitably. I, however, have seen the counter.
What?
So I always like to ask them the question, well, why isn't there an upward rushing wind all of the time?
Yeah.
Because they bring up second law of thermodynamics, which they think means that low pressure goes, high pressure goes to low pressure, and that's kind of it.
Well, none of them actually can say what the second law is.
No.
Not one of them.
They've no idea that it relates to the entire universe and entropy increasing.
Gas pressure is not in anywhere in the second law.
Yeah, okay, there is entropy happening. You can calculate the entropy that's going on within the gas pressure and everything that's going on, but it doesn't change the entire entropy of the universe.
Yeah. So the way it's I'm teasing at this. The second law says the entropy of an isolated system is always the total entropy of an isolated system is always increasing. That's the actual summary of the law. And so say, well, what is entropy? They like, I don't know. And can you give me an example of an isolated system? The Earth? Nope. The Earth is an open system. Can you give me an example of an isolated system? They don't know what that means. There's only one isolated system in the universe.
Yeah.
The universe.
Well, technically, the Earth's a closed system.
Earth's an open system.
We say it's kind of closed.
Stuff can get in and out, though.
Yeah, but the amount is so minimal that science still considers it as a closed system for matter. It only receives energy from outside.
From matter, okay.
Yeah.
But energy, yes.
Yeah.
We get energy from the sun, but it's about energy. Thermodynamics is about energy.
Yeah.
And entropy.
They don't understand any of that.
No. Anyway.
But they've got thermal dynamics anyway. They've got the different version.
Yeah.
This demonstration of gas being brought in containment and dispersing into the surrounding system. Well, I hope I made it clear to you that based on my perspective, that evidence is very clear why I say it's a stationary horizontal plane. I hope you really understood these statements and take deep thought into how you perceive reality, as it's all based on how you choose to be honest with yourself. Thank you.
Wow.
So we
no
understand
evidence.
why. Yeah, we understand why you say these things, Flatzoid. It's because, no, you're a fucking idiot.
I forfeit the rest of my
forfeit.
All right.
He forfeits.
Catz, when you are ready, you have 10 minutes to provide your rebuttal.
There was no evidence. Icy spin.
And
10 or 5? Was it
10.
10. No, brilliant. All right.
Unless you want me to give you a handicap and put you at 5.
No. You're right. Thank you. I'll take as long as you prefer to give me. So just let me know when time's starting. We're off. Okay. So that was brilliant. If we look back to the agreement that I showed you, and I showed you deliberately at the beginning of the debate, the agreement was I will bring 3 observations or 3 measurements that would validate the fact that the Earth is a globe. Flatzoid should bring the same. And surprise, surprise, he didn't bring anything at all, apart from trying to.
Right, who saw that coming? Just me?
Yeah.
Anyone else see that coming?
All of us.
Right, yeah, no.
I'll debunk the arguments that support the idea as a globe. And to be honest, Flatzoid, you've got to sit there and question yourself. You've had nearly 2 weeks to plan for this debate, and you failed to bring a single piece of evidence, a single piece of observation. And yet again, if we look what we've got on screen here, yet again, you want to talk about gas pressure rather than bring actual observations. Why can't you bring an observation that you would expect to see if the Earth is flat? I did it very easily, and I'm going to spend a lot of my time going over that because you've left me nothing to refute at all. What we see on screen here.
There's literally no evidence for Catz to argue. And this is how it goes with every single flat earth debate, is we don't really have anything to debunk because flat earthers don't bring any evidence. All that we have to do is explain why they don't understand basic physics.
I was Chris somebody I debated. In his time, he made a bunch of claims, and I'm like, you didn't have any evidence. You just made a bunch of claims. He's like, yeah, but you got to debunk them. You have to refute them. No, I don't. You just made claims. There's nothing to refute. The debate is done.
I reject your presuppositions.
Yeah. The debate is done. You didn't come to the debate ready to debate. You came here ready to make claims. Great. You did one part, the first step of a debate. You made a claim and then skipped the rest.
Yeah.
What I like
right.
Flat Earth Evidence says I should have known Fkatzoid would let me down.
I know you didn't get your chance. I'm sorry, buddy.
Tough days.
You missed one from the casual engineer as well.
I've got a few that I've missed. I think I'll
right. Just so you know, I'm probably gonna have to leave in about 20 minutes because I need to go to bed so that I can get up a decent time to go to bed early to get off my flight. So I can't stay up too late.
How about we watch a little more of this? You go, and then I'll interact with the audience a little bit after, and then we'll pick up the rest of this if we think it's worthwhile. But I think we probably have already seen the biggest part of the massacre, and we're at the vivisection part right now.
Yeah.
The 3 levels of gas pressure. I just made that up. Hope you like it. Right here at the very bottom is what I teach 11-year-old children, Flatzoid. 11-year-old children. We Google gas pressure. right? When we're in year 7 and 8 and we have a look about it and we talk about it and might show them diagrams like, oh, this here, or look at that. That's something I designed for some kids, for some children, Flatzoid, children. We take our Google, and this is our key stage 3. It's our child's introduction to gas pressure. And you never seem to come off this level. Everything you say is about, oh, we need a container for gas pressure, because your source for that are quotes like you see down here at level number C, right? Or level number C, letter number C. Child's understanding. But in reality, where we actually try and understand science, where we actually try and understand what a linear relationship is, we try and understand what a right angle is, where we try and educate ourselves and speak from an educated perspective rather than just Googling stuff and making crap up. In the real world, we move on from this 11-year-old's understanding and we learn about atmospheric pressure, and then at the higher levels of science here, understanding atmospheric pressure in behavior in terms of entropy. Fantastic paper. I suggest that you read it.
Ooh, tough.
So we can bang on about we need a pressure, we need a container for any kind of gas pressure, because it's a mantra that you have. You only have
yes, it is.
You have no dome.
Holy scriptures.
Where is the dome?
Dome.
Like, oh, you need a container. No, you don't. You only say you need a container.
To point at, you have no container. You have a religious belief, as we showed in the opening statement. You have a religious belief that science is only for nature and not for the supernatural. So it's okay for you not to understand stuff because your God can then come and just defy science. But here's what I brought, right? I actually brought, Flatzoid, observations that we would expect on a globe. You brought none. You talk about the stationary Earth. What are you expecting is going on here? Do you expect these thousands of stars are all dancing in the sky around our head, all in line with each other to make it look as though the Earth is moving? Or is it more likely that actually the Earth is just spinning? Is it likely that the fact that we see 2 of these, one at the north and one at the south, is actually that the Earth is a sphere, especially when we see this at the equator? Or is it the fact that they're like little fireflies who've been trained by Eric Dubé flying around the Earth in a certain pattern just so you could stand there and say, well, obviously the Earth is stationary?
Oh my God.
How can anybody who's got any honesty look at these pictures and say, yeah, we wouldn't expect to see that if the Earth was a globe? How? How can you look at something like this? Well, you didn't bring anything like this. I'm trying to rebuke something. You didn't bring anything. You said, oh, we're just going to state that the Earth must be stationary and everyone assumes a horizontal plane. Where are your observations like this? Where are they? You mentioned the black swan. You mentioned that. And what did I say about that in my opening statement? Yeah. We talked about evidence being reproducible and repeatable. The black swan is not a reproducible and repeatable bit of evidence, is it? Because when you go there 99 times out of 100, this is what you see. This is what you see. Not that, right? With melty oil rigs, this is what you see. And yet, when you've had 2 weeks to prepare, this is what you bring as your evidence.
I love melty oil rigs. That's so good.
Took me no time at all to knock this PowerPoint together. Look, I could find that in 2 minutes, find that in 2 minutes, I could find that in 2 minutes, I could find that, I could find that, I could find... They could be anything. I showed my honesty, didn't I? I showed my honesty when I showed those. So I'm trying to rebuke something, and you haven't brought anything to rebuke. You've just said, we need gas pressure, a container for gas pressure, even though we can't see a dome. There must be something somewhere. That's basically what you said. I am going to ask you in the head-to-head, where are your observations? And if you don't give me observations, I'm going to be reminding you about this, that you've had 2 weeks to bring observations. I'm going to be asking you, do you think that is what we would expect to see if the Earth is a globe? And I'm going to see what your answer is to that. And please, show me your observations. Otherwise, the debate's already over, because you've literally come to a gunfight with a spoon. Honestly, I haven't got anything to rebuke because you literally brought nothing, even though the agreement... How long have I got left, Johnny? 4 minutes. Shall I spend 4 minutes, Flatzoid, reading this email out? Because I feel like doing that. Repeatable and reproducible observations or measurements. Where did you bring observations and measurements in that opening where you just talked about gas pressure needs a container? Where did you bring it? Where did you bring observations that are repeatable and reproducible to tell me that the Earth was stationary? I brought observations. Let's do them again. Look, here's one. That's one. Right? Let's count them. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here, right? 2 different observations. One of them we never see because it's made up about the flat Earth. The other one, we do see the sun. No, that's another one. Right? Well, when we get on to scale later on, you talked about, the Earth being big. Yes, scale. Flatzoid. Scale. Where did you bring anything for me to rebuke? Where? Look, here's another piece of evidence. 200 meters of missing mountain.
7.
I mean, I don't know where to go with this. Flat Earth.
8.
Here's another one. The circular shadow of the Earth over the moon in a lunar eclipse. Another reproducible and repeatable piece of evidence. Where are your observations
8.
and measurements? Where are they? I'm waiting. I've been to Australia.
9.
I've seen this is real. We can we can see the moon in the opposite orientation. Something that's impossible, by the way, on a flat Earth. If this was a flat Earth flatzoid, hello. If this was a flat Earth flatzoid, have I gone over time? No. Then we were. I just heard someone say hello in the background. Then we'd be looking at different sides of the moon. Not the same side of the moon, but it'd be upside down. You've not brought anything for me to rebuke. I thought you were supposed to be this really intelligent flat Earth debater who was going to give me a hard time, and you've literally come with nothing for me whatsoever. So I'll introduce you to the honesty table I knocked up before the debate. Here's the honesty table. In our debate, come on, where is it? Because we're going about honesty. I'm going to be asking you about boats vanishing from the bottom up. I'm going to be asking you about the linear relationship between Polaris and latitude. And I'm going to be asking you, are they things you would expect to see on a globe? Put yourself in the position of someone who lives on a globe. Would you expect to see those? And I'm going to be listening very carefully to your answer, and we will see whether you're honest enough to say, well, yeah, we lived on a globe. Of course we'd expect to see boats vanish bottom up. Of course we'd expect to see that linear relationship. Of course we'd expect to see circumpolar stars and different star trails. And I'm going to be asking you all these, and we'll see. And then I'll tot up as we're going how many times you make an excuse so you don't have to say yes or no.
Oh, I love
but for
that.
now, I just feel as if, honestly, I've had to waffle for 10 minutes because you didn't bring anything. I've got 1 minute left. So in that 1 minute left, I'm going to use it, Fatsoid. In that 1 minute left, right, we'll skip past your amazing geometry here with your, what is it? Your straight right angle. That's only possible with this vertices. That was awesome. And we'll go back to the original email. Back to the agreement for the debate. And the agreement for the debate was repeatable and reproducible observations or measurements, right? Repeatable, reproducible observations or measurements. Where are your observations? Where are your measurements? I've brought loads. I know you like keeping things very simple, so I've kept things very simple. So where are your observations and measurements? And with that, I'll call time.
Yeah, this was the big mistake Catz made there, was he destroyed Flatzoid so badly, no flat earther will ever debate him again.
I know. It was just brutal.
All right. Let me get this reset. We'll start thing.
God, Johnny's voice is like velvet.
That's all. You have 10 minutes to...
Yeah, before I start, is there any way I can show my screen though? Would I be able to screen share there? Okay, that's why I didn't screen share in the beginning, because I wasn't sure I could. Let's see. Okay, share screen. I'm pressing share screen.
There's Catz. Look at him. Look at him there.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, wearing the same shirt as Catz as well.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Can you guys see this?
We're all wearing it.
It says you started sharing screen. Yes.
Okay.
Your 10 minutes begins.
Okay, thank you very much,
No
Catz, for
evidence
lying
will
out
be
to
presented.
everybody in. Yeah, tell me I didn't bring 3 things. I specifically said the 3 things that were labeled them 1, 2, and 3. If you didn't remember. But let's first start with all your misrepresentations.
Wait.
First
Pause
of all,
it.
telling me
How could we see him labeling it 1, 2, and 3 when he wasn't presenting his screen?
Well, no, he did identify them verbally as 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
But in each of them, he did not actually have any evidence. He just made a bunch of assertions. Right? He said gas has to be contained. That's your belief. That's just a religion. That's a mantra.
Prove it. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's in the second law of thermodynamics. It is. You're going to have to bring up. Yeah, you're going to have to bring up that second law of thermodynamics and show us the words where it says that. Because good luck. All right.
Okay. Yes, you can see all those things on the globe. I'm not saying you can't, Catz. The problem is when you say they are physical and not optical, because hence why the black swan is there, showing it's optical. That's why I brought up my 11 frames debacle, because that shows you guys dishonest. Also,
oh my gosh, he brought up the 11 frames and accused other people of being dishonest.
Yeah, whilst saying, yes, I did that and I removed it.
Oh my gosh. It's backward day. Every day is backward day in Fkatz's head.
Remember you brought up that vertex thing. Telling me I'm
those concrete chairs of his.
Let's go and see what's the straight video I did exactly after that, just for Catz. Because Catz seems to ignore this. This video was exclusively for anti-dip correction. Should be actual what I meant by right angle was the man holding the sextant. Oh, wait.
What? Oh my gosh. No, he labeled it on screen. The vertex. He had the word vertex in the text at the bottom and vertex on the diagram. with the sextant had nothing to do with the man holding it. And why would there be a right angle with the man holding it? What right angle? Oh my
And then you're
gosh.
talking about that man on the diagram on the left of the sextant.
That wasn't in his original diagram, and I don't know how that diagram has anything to do with the sextant. Wow.
Did you tell me? Then you show something like a comment totally taking me out of context. Why? Because you are dishonest, just as you shown. Thank you. Is that a right angle? Because the man is holding it. That was what I
No.
meant. So instead of
That's not what he
misrepresenting
meant.
me, rather show the truth. Also, you say we can't show the moon. It would be impossible.
What right-
You might have.
Wow.
Why would a man holding a sextant be making a right? Is he talking about the fact that the man stands upright and the floor is vertical?
I think that was his cope. I
But
think
he's
that
not.
was it.
But the angle of the thing.
Oh my gosh.
have to learn perspective because that's the problem you guys have in the globe. Pay attention. This was 2 nights ago stream. I'm going to actually do an actual demonstration. Let's see. This should be the moon. You see that red thing there? That's a lid. That's see-through there. What's going to happen when I go to the other side of the so-called moon? Let's go. Let's move to the other side. Obviously, I'm just talking quickly about it, trying to get it in focus because it was kind of bad.
And it's almost like see-through there. Okay. Now we're going to go to the other side of the globe.
Oh, jeez. That's not a globe.
Which side is the red lid now, guys?
That's not a globe.
I call him a talking monkey, but
Oh
I
my
don't want to
gosh.
offend the monkeys.
It's super easy. The moon thing is super easy. Right? You can say, okay, let's put a 6 on the ceiling and a 9 on the ceiling. Yep, it'll flip like that. But that's not what we see of the moon. The moon, you would see different faces of it because it's a sphere. And you don't get to say, no, it's not a sphere. It's very obviously a sphere.
Hey, Toon, in the chat, Unfair Funfair says, you can tell Toon is getting tired of Craig's attitude. Lol, finally.
Oh, unfair, funfair, you're precious.
But we've been reacting to Flatzoid. How would you be getting...
I don't know.
Is he watching a different stream?
He must be. A lot of the time they don't even listen. They're just in the chat. They don't even pay attention to the stream. So I don't know. Unfair funfair, you can sack up any old day. Tell you what, unfair funfair someday. Just look down. Pull the panties that you're wearing. Just pull them out a little bit and look down. And if you ever find anything that's spherical down inside those little panties you're wearing, do you have Dora the Explorer on them? Anyway, then send me an email.
Swiper, no swiping.
mctoon@mctoon.net, and you can come on and present all of your super woke flat Earth evidence. If you have no flat Earth evidence and are certain that the Earth is a globe, no need to send me an email to do such a thing. All right.
I have just found, could you put me up on screen? I found my entire list of flat Earth evidence.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I just think I should show everybody, really.
Good idea.
Hold on, here it is. I just got to unfold it. It's quite big. There's my list of flat Earth evidence.
I see it's an exhaustive list.
Yeah. It contains exactly nothing.
All right. Here we go.
Sides now?
Red lid on the bottom or the top?
This is explained with Star Trails as well.
Here's the red lid.
Star
This is the
Trails?
Star Trails debunk of you also saying it is impossible with that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Thank you, Michael Kahn, for this video because it's very simple just to explain.
Is this the Star Trails? Are they going to attempt to do Star Trails?
But I can't see it on the screen.
Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. This is going to
Make
be...
the dog press the buttons.
Yeah.
Star Trails, it's all got to do with perspective. He's standing along the road. He's waiting for the car to come
my
along
Lord.
the side. Okay.
This is as bad as Witsit. You have to walk through the glass and look the other side.
Car did not go anti-clockwise. The car went lateral. It didn't go around a circle. And it didn't do this.
Left and right
gosh.
is not clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Oh my gosh. How dumb. Oh, what an idiot.
The stupid burns.
He's so
The stupid actually burns.
dumb. How do you be that dumb, Flatzoid? You just
beat Flatzoid.
destroyed your whole idea. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anti-clockwise. what's going to happen when, well, he's already gone past. Sorry, I have to go back to where he was. Okay, he's going past now. You saw it went from right to left, anti-clockwise.
No, right to left is not anti-clockwise. Going in a circle is anti-clockwise. That was just right to left. It's so stupid. Oh.
As he just turns around, waits for a car to come again. Now he's facing south and not north anymore. What direction is the car coming from now, Catz? Let's wait for the car to come.
Oh my gosh.
This is such rudimentary stuff. It's the most simple things you could say. But you being a so-called science teacher, is supposed to know this.
They're not going in a circle.
Now it went clockwise.
I don't understand.
He thinks left and right is the same as clockwise and anti-clockwise.
How is somebody this dumb?
Fetal alcohol poisoning? I'm not sure.
I don't know how somebody can be that dumb.
Parents met at a family reunion.
Like, I don't know. Maybe his parents played kickball with him as a baby. It's impossible to be that dumb.
Bible in the chat says non-straight circles are for wokies.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, to be fair, like Mike71 in the chat, we have to give Flatsoid some credit here because he did do a video of himself crossing the road.
That wasn't him. That was somebody else.
Oh, right. No, he's not allowed to cross the road on his own, is he?
No, his mommy has to hold his hand.
So that debunks your so-called
That wasn't clockwise.
This is what I was actually explaining, guys, because this guy is so dishonest, he doesn't want to explain what I'm explaining now. I am doing the math to show you.
Sorry, this guy is dishonest, so dishonest, he doesn't want to explain what I'm explaining.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that your job?
This is hilarious when Flurps try to math. This is going to be precious.
What the 600 nautical miles per 10 degrees, because it's to the equator, and why the luminaries appear to drop because of perspective. He's walking 600 nautical miles away, which makes 80. There's the math for it. I'm not going to do it because
that's not right. But that's you're changing the height of the star. It's now in a different spot just because you are in a different spot. That's not how reality works.
Sorry, I'm just looking at his maths there. 90 minus 90
is 0
equals 0 times 6.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not correlating to what he's got on the screen.
No, he's saying No, he's 0 nautical miles away from the North Pole.
Yeah,
so
that's looking
right.
At the graphs and
but in the graph
it makes
here,
any sense.
he has the star at different elevations.
Yeah.
The same star at the same time is at different elevations. That's how dumb he is.
That's what I'm saying. So with the maths saying that the star,
and
there's multiple polarities.
They're saying that the spacing doesn't look consistent. That's correct. That's correct. But it still doesn't matter because the angles are still not working out. They still don't come to the same point. They're like, and his answer is, it's just perspective. No, it's not.
But perspective doesn't actually change the angular separation of things.
It doesn't change the position. Yeah. Oh my gosh. He's so dumb.
I do have this on my stream, very comprehensive, explaining this.
Very comprehensive. And it's still wrong. It still doesn't work, but you can see he's got diminishing distances between the spots there. Why? Why did he do that? It didn't help him. It's still wrong.
The field of view, the reason why it appears to be dropping, because it follows your field of view bubble.
Oh my gosh, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. You just made it up. He makes up things.
We've got a field of view bubble now, right?
Okay, what else?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, as soon as he finishes his presentation, you're going to bed.
Calculations are not measurements. You're supposed to know this. My graph, which you misrepresented like I just showed. Lunar eclipses can work on a flat Earth too because we see it as plasma.
What? That's a claim. See what? You think the moon is plasma? Plasma. Oh my gosh. Plasma's a gas.
Know what plasma is.
Plasma's a gas. Wait, plasma's a gas. You're saying the moon is a gas, and there's no container.
Yeah, but unless it's inside the dome, and then that's a container
Hold
because
on.
apparently
No,
gradients
no.
can exist for some reason.
This is so dumb.
Well, yeah, of course it is. It's flatsoid.
He's saying the moon is plasma, which is a gas, which is then a gas without a container containing it. And has craters that don't move. And is modifying its illumination somehow. Why is it modifying its illumination? Because it's plasma. That's not an answer.
It's because it's etherically displaced, and when it goes for a cycle, it just charges up again.
Oh my gosh.
Just like the center of a styrofoam magnet.
Ferrocell magnet. Dude.
That as well. My brain has stopped working today.
Oh my gosh, he's so dumb. He's so dumb.
Can plasma regenerate itself? Yes, it can. Blackpool tells.
What do you mean can plasma regenerate itself?
Oh,
what does that mean?
It doesn't. It's so dumb. Plasma either emits light or doesn't emit light. It wouldn't just. Oh my god, he's just.
What does he mean regenerate itself? So if you took some plasma away, it would just grow back?
It is the fourth law of Flurf. This is the fourth law because this plasma moon thing contradicts the gas pressure needs a container thing, right? That's the whole thing about the fourth law is every Flurf explanation violates some other Flurf explanation.
So when I was debating him, he was bringing up plasma, right? And arguing with me about what plasma is. And I was trying to tell him that, plasma is an ionized gas. The gas has had its electrons ripped off. And to debunk me, he brought up a medical diagram of plasma, as in the stuff in your blood.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
They're so stupid. They're just so stupid. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Blackpool Towers a while back. I think it was trying to see if I have the other presentation here somewhere. Or did I put it at the bottom here? Because I actually showed you how focal length can give the appearance of drop. Okay, it's not on this one. File open. If it's going to open. Oh, there we go.
The bloody,
This Catz shows you to be totally wrong once again.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Oh, I remember this.
This is a
Dave McKeegan totally destroyed him on this.
Yeah.
Oh.
He brought up the same argument in my debate in his debate against Dave.
Yeah. How did he quantify that the camera was at the same height?
He assumes it was.
You can't, because if one is 12 millimeter and the other is 200 millimeter, but it's the same approximate angular size, the photographer has to be in a different location, has to be closer and farther from him. So we know that's the case. We don't know how high or low the photographer is. There's no documentation of it. Wow.
Tested everything, 200 millimeter. Look at the difference. Look at the compression. Is it dropping in her background? Yes, it's dropping in the background. Why? All because of compression due to parallax and the focal length change.
My gosh,
that's why we get Blackpool
making
Tower,
things up
like it does. Very simple stuff. My belief in God is very apparent. I do, but that's not why I say flat Earth. I've only recently brought up God in a debate because I find it very interesting to debate it as well. There's a lot of my subscribers that are also faith-based, and so we chat about God. You taking that comment was total misrepresentation of what is the context. Maybe the people should go and read the actual thread. What else? Didn't bring anything at all. Yes, all I've done is bring things. I've even explained to you what it is. And again, your globe is science, pseudoscience, as I explained, not science. So please bring...
So he makes unsubstantiated claims, things that are definitively wrong, that has no backing and evidence for it, and then makes the accusation that the science that Catz actually brought up is pseudoscience when it's, again, backward world in Fkatz's head. Okay.
For me, science for anything you've just presented, because you're claiming science, so it is your burden to prove by bringing science.
Okay.
None of them understand burden of proof in debates. No. It doesn't matter which is, the accepted or what's the challenging or anything. In a debate, you both have a burden. That's what a fucking debate is.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the dumb. Yeah, so I better go and get prepared because in in 26 hours, I go and get on a plane to fly to Trumpistan. I mean, America, not Trumpistan. It's America. It's USA. It's still called USA, right?
It's America.
He hasn't changed the name, right?
I will be down on Monday. I will be down right next to the Gulf of America.
Yes. If you ever come over here, you can see the bit of sea between France and England, which has been renamed the George Washington Canal.
Has it?
No, that's what that's what Trump wants.
Good name. I like that.
So, guys, if you are going to come and see me in New Jersey, then remember at 6 p.m. on Friday, I will be in Kruge's Taverns for a bit of a meetup. There'll probably be some other meetups and stuff as well. I'm there for 3 days, and I'll see what I can do. I am going to be very busy, but please do not be afraid to reach out to me and meet up. Anyone that comes to meet me personally will be getting one of these. And I'll sign it for you there. Of course, if you paid for them to be sent out, they're all here waiting to go. I just need a couple more details from some people. But yeah, I can't wait. So thank you very much for having me on, Toon, and I will see you soon.
All right, have fun.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. That's we're gonna park that. I recorded where we were. It is so painful. So painful. He's so dumb. But let me read a few super chats from people here. I've got some other stuff going on tonight. Like, I'll be out of town for 2 weeks, so I want to record some stuff. Hopefully I can get a little bit, but I will be able to record while I'm on the road. I'll be doing some live streams too. So, and like I said, Friday or Saturday, meet up in Pensacola area. If you're interested, if you're around, somebody did email me a year ago, and I replied to them just today. So if that's something. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. We'll be out somewhere anytime anyway. So, and if it's good weather, there's a couple spots we might just go and hang out and watch the debate where Will on the 21st, I think, 21st or 22nd. Modern Day Debate. Will is going to be on there. We got Lord Illuminous Boost says, I played Dungeons and Dragons with Sir Six's wife. And a few friendly Germans, and as the local colonial heathen asylum. I don't know. Did that come out right? I don't know. That came out a little randomly. We got 78. Mitsu says, with that many singles, we know what Toon really does for work. Explains Underwear Gate. Secrets. We got Ross Allen says, FTFE, I can make the proposed wife beater. So we talked about that already. Eyesider74 says he vaped so much because he was so worried what he was going to say. Oh, yes. No, he wasn't. He never worries about what he says. That's the problem. Like, he never thinks about it. He just says it. Doesn't matter. He'll say whatever makes sense, makes him the most, right? That benefits him the most at the moment. Flat Earth Evidence said, yep, his Flat Earth Evidence time to shine. It didn't happen. Sorry. Nugs Automation says, is FFE wearing Fkatzoid's shirt? 90% of you said he was. Nugs Automation again says, I got a poll in honor of my super chat. Indeed you did. Mark says, Fkatzoid, Craig's failed clone. Oh, yeah, like you're not supposed to clone a clone, and obviously Fkatzoid is like the 75th cloning of a clone. So Isadra74 says, no evidence yet, just parrots. Just a hint. Saying that air pressure or gas pressure needs a container is a claim. You need evidence for that. You need to show that it's not possible. And then remember that what our claim is that there is a pressure differential. In space, there's a positive pressure. It's not zero. On the ground, there's a positive pressure. It's not zero. 1 meter above the ground, there's a positive pressure. It's not zero. It's less than at the ground. So the challenge to you, flatties, is to show how that I guess doesn't happen, or how that can at some point has to stop happening. Right? We can easily measure as high as we can easily go. Right? You can yourself drive up a hill and measure the pressure differential. When does that pressure differential stop differentiating? And whatever is causing it, what is whatever causing it? Something has to be causing it. There's something pulling down on the air in order for that to happen. And the laws of motion say that has to be a force. So what is that force? William Foley says the real reason that flight deck doors are locked is to keep silly flurfs from bothering pilots. Yep. Icy Spence says the closer is stage left, Craig, like 10 steps. The closer or closet? The closet? Who Stole Halleck says, Flurf Logic, I can't believe anybody could be stupid enough to believe in a flat earth, therefore flurfs don't exist. I'm constantly amazed every day at how dumb they are. I've been, tearing them up for 7 years, and I'm always amazed at how incredibly dumb they are. Every day, some new flat earther shows up with a dumber thing than yesterday. Stoops the cat. Wow. Ticked on X. Oh my gosh, they're dumb. The casual engineer says we have bigger pressure differential between high and low pressure weather systems. Fkattens is hurting my brain. Yeah. It's a straw man. They're like, the straw man is you redefine somebody else's position so that you can attack that redefined position. So their pressure requires a container. They're claiming that space is a perfect vacuum, and that here is a pressure, and that there's a spot where there's. Do you think our claim is that there's a spot where it goes from pressure to no pressure, like there's a exact boundary? No, we don't claim that. There is no exact boundary. It's a pressure differential everywhere. That's the claim. You need to show that a pressure differential is not possible. Good luck. Anybody that has a smartphone can show that it happens. Mr. Toffees says, so gutted I missed last night's stream. That was so funny. Watching Dearth and other minions ban people for daring to point out that Dearth's app is leaky in front of Flatties. Wow. So anyway, let me remind you, look up how you can report the app to the Apple App Store and the Google App Store. Love that for you. Says Game Over. Has a Game Over sticker. Thank you for the sticker. Isider74 says, Catz brought a Colt 1911 Fkatz, a stick. Yep, just a little twig. Icy Spin says, Fkatz wouldn't even have to interview for Congress. Yep. Flat Earth Evidence, who was super excited that Flat Earth Evidence was going to be brought to a Flat Earth debate, says, oh, hey, I'm bigger than that. There's ladies watching. The Sun Express says flurf gibberish about the Cola Super Deep. Put into perspective, it's only about 1.4 kilometers deeper from sea level than the Marianas Trench. Let me see if did I try this before? Hold on. Pop out chat. Do this. Do this. Oh yeah, that won't work. There we go. Okay. We got Marcus Leach says might need to enter my inertial state. Might need to enter my inertial state. What kind of nonsense is that? It's so insane that he actually uttered those words. Witsit, so dumb. iTaurus is tuned. I'll be in the Twins for the weekend. Any recommendations on places to check out to eat? The Twins as in Twin Cities. Depends on your budget. If you like Thai food and you like it a little spicy, the Thai restaurant in Richfield, just north of 494, is very good. It's Joy's Pattaya, something like that. I'll have to pull it up here and make sure I get it. So that's if you like Thai. If you like Indian, then there's several Dancing Ganesha restaurants. They're good. All of them are good. All the ones I've been to. All right. So here, Joy's Pattaya. That is where I would recommend for Thai. Dancing Ganesha for Indian. If you want steak, then a lot of people like Fogo de Chao, which is downtown Minneapolis. It's good. You get a lot of meat and a good variety. But if you really want the best meat, the best, just absolute, fantastic, super good, Murray's is, let's see if I can pull up their is it Murray's? Or Manny's. There's two of them downtown, Murray's and Manny's. Yeah, Murray's. Murray's is, I don't know why I get that mixed up. Murray's is the best. They have the Chateaubriand for two. It's $110. Just get it for one. Get it for yourself. There you go. Okay. This is some not American, which isn't good for me because I only know American. There it is. So let me try to pronounce it. It won't go well. Es gibt keinen dummen wie Flatzoidsdummen, which means there's no fool like Flatzoid's fool in German. Though could it be Dutch? Could it be Dutch? Because or Afrikaans, which is of course what. Nope, it's not Afrikaans. Google Translate didn't recognize it as Afrikaans, which is real close to Dutch, I'm told. And Dutch, nope, Dutch doesn't work either. So, looks like German. Judy Bassett says Flatzoid needs a container. There it is. Zebulon says freaking Murray's Rocks. Yes, that is the traditional old style steakhouse. Like, oh. And then get their raspberry pie. Like if you just want dessert, just go there for raspberry pie. It's ridiculously good. Mike has CT on his channel right now. Critical Think, Mike IP. DP debunks. Is that? Let me look. Let me look quick. Because I could send you all over there. What? Let's do that. No, I don't. Who are you talking about? Calder of Isolde. Who has CT on his channel right now? The Drunk Debunk. Oh, Drunk. Yeah, I said DP Debunks. Drunk. Oh, gosh, I got to spell that right. I'm not drunk, I promise. The Drunk Debunk Show. There it is. Oh, tell you what. I will... CT's wearing a different hat. What is he doing? Anyway, I will send you all over there. So I'm wrapping up here. Customization. Redirect. Redirect privileges are needed. Ask the Drunk Debunk Show to add you to their live direct list in community settings. I can't. All right, so I will. Here's what I'll do. There's the link, everybody. you can head on over there and just let them know. And I will thank you. But on the way out, you know, how many times did we say that Flatzoid just makes things up? That's his deal. He just makes things up. So, by the way, the intro song was my own making. The lyrics, mine, all mine. I tried to use Witsit's words, kind of feed that into some, you know, kind of an iterative process. Anyway, and then the video is mine too. But this is not mine. So here we go, everybody. Go over to Drunk Debunk, tell them I sent you, and we'll see you next time.
I make things up and I'm wrong again. I ain't ever gonna live this down. I make things up and I lie again. Ain't ever gonna live this down. I say the sun is fake. I say the snow is fake. I said I wasn't asked to go, which I know is fake. I have songs to remind me of the good lies, and PJ reminds me of the other lies. Oh, silly boy, silly boy, silly boy. Oh, silly boy, silly boy, silly boy. I say the trip is fake. I say the shadows is fake. I said they use